How y'all doing out there in YouTube land? Surviving or thriving? Are you navigating? How are you navigating all of these planets in retrograde and the dark phase of this upcoming new moon and solar eclipse? I know it's been a rough week. I will tell you myself, it has been a doozy. I think it's been a doozy since last Thursday. Okay, last Thursday. I promise. Promise. It's been very interesting. But one thing that I want to touch on today is the necessity of self-care, and not as a topical. Let me go get my nails done. Let me go get my hair done. Let me change outwardly what I look like, to as a means of self-care. Now, it's not that that isn't considered self-care, um, but sometimes during certain situations you have to take it a step further and go a little deeper in your self-care, in order to reaffirm yourself or affirm yourself for the first time, along with that self-care. Because it don't do a hill of beans to go get your nails done and your hair done and body polish and shine yourself up if on the inside it's still an emptiness, or an absence of love. So you want to set really good intentions, with doing those things, those nail appointments, those hair appointments, those buff my body till it shine moments, as a means of self-care. Right now we're going through a really big paradigm shift of shedding old patterns, old wounds resurfacing. In my mind, I hear, a silent child harbors a lot of truth. And basically what that is saying is the child whose voice is stolen, is experiencing this, I like to call, shedding or extreme towering, or releasing of not having a voice. Where that aligns with this here in your throat chakra, and it basically deals with how you show up and tell the truth about yourself. Not a lot of people all the time are willing to be transparent and to tell the honest truth about themselves, for fear of judgment, for fear of rejection, for that people pleasing thing that causes us to say, well, if I say this, then this is going to happen. If I do this, then they're not going to like me. But and we inwardly process that, and it creates blockages here in our throat, that prevent us from showing up authentically to say, hey, you know what? Here I am, and she ready. Okay? She ready. What? As women, oftentimes we're asked to apologize for showing up unapologetic. It's like, sit with your legs crossed. Don't say this, don't say that. Be seen and not heard. And as adults, we silence ourselves in those same situations and scenarios. We are so used to having someone to steal or take or silence us that we end up doing the same thing to ourselves when we really want to express, who we are authentically, which is very unfortunate and unfair. So for us and our dreams and what we want to do, I always want to be outside. Okay, let me pause real fast. I always want to be outside doing these videos. I really stay outside all day long. However, I get to sweating, child. I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. But anyway, uniting that now with the energy that is shifting right now, the throat chakra, your sacral, and your root are several things, where several areas in the body and the energy centers where those old things are resurfacing. Where was your voice stolen? How was it stolen? And then how do you get it back? Where did you not feel safe? How did you not feel safe? What does it take for you to feel safe, within yourself now? Your sacral, how do you create Um, how do you express yourself? Um, and am I present, root and sacral? Am I present in my body? And can I sensually express myself, you know, in a flow? I don't know what that shoulder shimmy was. Don't worry about it. But just to show us grits is grocery, we're going to go through this thing together. We're going to navigate through these things together, because I know if it's happening to me, I will be the first. I will be the first. Matter of fact, not if. I will be the first to admit that it is happening to me, and my self-care and process has been unlike, because new moons are very, very important to the whole cycle of life, death, life. So in essence, we can't really get to the other side without growing through whatever it is that we are navigating and coming up for us right now, which is vital and very important. Um, there's no way to skip these things. I mean, you can. You can. The shift is going to happen regardless. However, um, you want to come out with the lessons in tow, because what you don't heal will repeat in a cycle until you have mastered that soul lesson, karmic lesson in and of itself. So if you don't want to go through it the first time, bank on it coming back, okay? Bank on that. But it's best to sit down with yourself, pull out a pen and paper, and write down the thoughts that you're thinking, or the things that are surfacing and bubbling up to the top for you, and then figure out a way to offer um, understanding, compassion, and honesty with yourself first and foremost, and then love on you as a recourse, and that is intention based healing and focus, and addressing whatever it is that is coming up for you right now in a healthy way, because that's the key, dealing with our triggers in a healthy way and aligning it with our self-care, with our self-love, in order to move forward and make the next best choices for us after this death cycle. We are in a space of richness and abundance as well. Keeping those things in the back of our minds also, as we're navigating these things, so that we're not attaching ourselves to those old wounds, old thoughts, old patterns, but just kind of witnessing them, and then standing back after that, and doing an assessment of how we want to move forward, going forward, to living our best life continuously. Because that's the key, right? That's the key. Living our best life, and loving on ourselves as we grow through and unlearn um, these behaviors, or unlearn some of these toxic things that are impacting and affecting us right now. It's necessary. Um, it's necessary. It's no way around it. Even though we want it to be, right? Myself included. Okay, I'm a healer, healing that is doing the work. Okay, the work. And today was one of those days where I was like, you know what? I don't want to, let me just go. What was life like before this? Like, what did it look like? I don't want to namaste today. Because some days are like that. Okay? But, it's all necessary. Um, how can I help somebody else if I can't first help myself? Um, Without projecting anything anywhere. So today was one of those days I just said quietly. I ain't really had too much to say. And, me and my journal was best friends. And I enjoyed it, I think. maybe a little too much. But whatever. Take some time for you today. Get honest with yourself. Write down your thoughts. Release them. We have, like I said, we have this big cosmic shift that's happening right now. And it's necessary for the next cycle of life for us, each and every one of us, whatever that may be, to address and be willing to go there to release it, even though it may not feel so nice right now. That's all I got for y'all today. That's all I got. Again, I am the Redemption series, self-published author on Amazon called The Redemption. Also, I have a Healing Your Spirit Animal workshop, 6-week workshop starting on tomorrow, which is for $22, where we talk about healing our spirit animal, committing to ourselves, reclaiming who we are as women, and moving forward to live our best life and becoming the women that we were always meant to be, from a healthy standpoint. And I want to assist you along that journey, as well as maybe revisit some old spaces within myself. You know, who knows? Healing is not linear. It's something that's ongoing. When you're actually doing the work, we do have those plateaus. However, it's something that's ongoing. Whenever you are a healer, you know, it's something that's ongoing. It should be. But each transition gets easier along the way, right? So that's the thing. I'll put all the information in the description box below about how you can participate in Healing Your Spirit Animal 6-week workshop, as well as my Soul Sister Groove Etsy shop, where I make my own manifestation and meditation candles. How you doing? Okay? A good prayer or two, right? And a candle. Smells amazing. Any donations that you'd like to make to this channel, that information will also be listed below through PayPal and Cash App, $Soul Sessions. I'm also available for Reiki. Distance and in-person sessions are also available, and that information, booking information, will also be in the description box below. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening and taking time out of your day to allow me to impart some of my wisdom of the day with you guys. See you next time. Bye.